All this year, we've been showing you our investigation into the party behind bars, how Tennessee inmates are using cell phones to document their wild behavior. We showed you how innocent people are being harassed and how dangerous deals were being made between prisons. Well, a few months ago, I got an interesting proposition from an inmate inside Riverbend Maximum Security Prison. Did I want to see how easily they smuggle in cell phones? That offer led to this Channel 4 I-Team investigation. If Riverbend Maximum Security Prison is so secure, how did an inmate send the Channel 4 I-Team these pictures from inside? How did we have dozens of conversations while he's locked up in here? You and I right now are talking, and you're in Riverbend.
I'm sitting in my cell on a cell phone talking to you doing this interview.
The answer is obvious. Inmate David Faulkner gets cell phones smuggled to him. And we're about to show you how he says he gets them. It all started in September when I started recording conversations with David Faulkner. He sent me pictures of his cell, the prison, his stash, his tobacco, and then this note that gave instructions of how Faulkner was to get another phone. $400 wrapped in plastic, $200 extra for weed. Let me know ASAP before I leave tonight. Signed, Simmons. Who is Simmons? Faulkner says he's a correctional officer.
Over the last 18 months, I've probably bought 20 phones from him, probably 1,000 packs of cigarettes, probably at least a pound of weed.
Hoping that coming forward with what he knows would get him moved out of Riverbend into another prison, Faulkner enlisted the help of his fiancée, Sandy Jordan, to give all his information to the State Department of Correction.
They basically all just kind of laughed at me. They didn't, they didn't feel that there was any credence to this.
So Jordan and Faulkner began to work with the Channel 4 I-Team to gather more information, starting with texts of how to arrange getting a phone inside the prison.
A guard was texting me during his shift.
When Jordan suggested they meet at her hotel near the prison, the text reply, "Too close to work, that's way too risky." That's when Jordan made a bold move and recorded the conversation with the guard.
I have a lot to lose to do something like this.
You take a risk like I do.
I'll be honest with you, it scares me.
We both have a lot to lose.
And it can be anything I want, phone, weed, anything that he needs, right?
Yeah.
The cost for the contraband, $3,000.
Like I said, I don't mind helping him out, but because of what it is, it has to cost him because of the risk that I take.
Then another request by text. "I want to know what you look like." Jordan responded, and this picture was sent in return. The TBI confirms that's Kevin Simmons, a correctional officer at Riverbend Prison. When the Channel 4 I-Team brought all this to investigators with the Department of Correction, they contacted the district attorney, who called in the TBI. That's when the TBI asked Jordan for her help.
I wanted to make sure that they knew that we had this kind of leverage. They needed to act.
The TBI confirms to the Channel 4 I-Team they took Jordan to this hotel in Mount Juliet, and she arranged for Simmons to meet her. Inside the hotel, the TBI confirms they gave Jordan $3,000, a cell phone and tobacco to give to Simmons. And Jordan says as soon as the transaction was made, TBI agents moved in.
They came into the room as soon as he had the money, placed a gun straight to his head, which was quite shocking to me.
Afterwards, Simmons was fired by the Department of Correction. The TBI's case is now in the hands of the district attorney. After repeatedly trying to reach Simmons at his last known address and by phone, I just spoke with him this afternoon. Simmons denies writing this note and says he didn't intend to deliver the phone to David Faulkner. For now, that's all he will say. Jordan says the TBI has their work cut out for them.
I believe they went to get the network within the prison because there's more people involved.